Hi, my name's Kate. Thank you so much for joining today. We're going to be practicing a completely standing yoga asana flow. This is a great practice for people with hip or knee issues, balancing issues, or just a general standing posture that you want to improve. Now, this practice might be a little bit challenging, so it's totally fine to use the support of a wall nearby or a chair if you notice that you have quite a few wobbles. Come to stand in a comfortable position. You can bring your feet together or your feet apart in any distance that you need. Close your eyes for a moment and lift your shoulders up to your ears. Roll your shoulder blades back and together, and then slide your shoulders down away from your ears and allow your palms to face forward. Take a deep, full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time. Inhale, fill up. Expand through your ribs and your chest. Open your mouth, exhale. Let everything empty. Now start to bring your breath through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Keep your breath steady throughout your practice, and you'll notice that this does help you balance. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, gaze up to your fingers. And exhale, bend your knees, slide your hands through your heart center. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bend your knees, slide your hands through your heart center. If you want to go a little bit deeper, your hips are ready, you're open, you can take your stance wider. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down as low as you can go. Drop your hips to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop down to the floor. One more time. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, drop your hips, bend your knees, put your weight back into your heels. Inhale, come up, reach up, keep your arms up overhead. Lower your right hand down your right side. Slide your fingers down your thigh and reach your left fingers up and over to the right. Inhale, lift your chest up to the ceiling, gaze underneath your left arm. And exhale, slide your fingers down your right thigh. One more breath in here. And one more breath out. Inhale, right arm up to meet your left. And exhale, left hand down your left side, right arm up and over. Reach long through your right side. Slide your left fingers down your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Make sure that you're not collapsing over. You want to keep your chest open and keep this as a true side stretch. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Stay for your breath out. Go deeper. Inhale, reach your left arm up to meet your right. And exhale, bend your knees. This time we're going to plant our hands down onto the floor. You can keep your knees bent here as much as you need to in order to touch the floor comfortably. If that's uncomfortable in any way, you can always bring your hands up to your shins, give yourself a little bit more support. Try to move your ribs toward your thighs so that way you start to create a connection. When you create connection between your ribs and your thighs, you're going to take the strain out of your low back, and you're going to be able to put your weight just a little bit more forward into the ball mounds of your feet. If your weight is too far forward or too far back into your heels, then what this is going to do, it's going to put a lot of pressure into your hips, to your low back. It's going to make your hamstrings work harder rather than moving it forward and allowing your hamstrings to open and release. Place your hands down wherever is comfortable. Remember rib to thigh connection. We're working toward that. And then you can start to straighten your legs, or maybe just one at a time. Pedal out your knees. Move your hips side to side a couple of times. Don't forget your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now bend both knees. Remember your rib to thigh connection. Walk your hands over to the right. Reach long through your left side and put your weight just a little bit more into your left foot. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in here. And a breath out. Walk your hands over to the left, same thing other side, so we're gonna put the weight just a little bit over to the right. We don't wanna lean too much, it's just a small movement. Walk your hands to the left, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Notice if your weight has gone too far back, keep your weight just a little bit forward. One more breath in. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands back to center, bend your knees even more and roll up your spine. One vertebrae at a time, you're starting to stack your bones again. Press into your feet, engage your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up all the way overhead. And exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Step your feet together, wherever's comfortable, either on your mat. Remember, you can always use the support of things around you. So a wall, a chair that's nearby. You don't have to wobble the entire time. And especially for people that have ankle instability, knee instability, or hip issues, it's great to have a little bit of support, but to not rely on that the entire time. So maybe you tap your hand on the wall next to you or the chair next to you, so that way you can find that stability, your body remembers it, and then you can work from that place of stability. Stand onto your left foot and bring your right foot to your right hand. You can grab peace fingers around your big toe if that's comfortable. If that's uncomfortable, you can grab the outside of your foot, or if any of that doesn't work for you, grab onto the front of your shin, not directly on top of your knee, but just below. Again, use support if you need to, so that way you can stand up. You're not rounding too far forward. Inhale. And exhale. If you're comfortable here, you have your peace fingers around your right big toe. You'll extend your right leg. If you notice that as you extend, you start to round forward, go ahead and come back to a place where you're keeping everything nice and extended and everything nice and stable. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now, if you have your right leg extended, you're going to try to keep your right leg extended here. If your right knee is bent, take your left hand to your outer right thigh and extend your right arm open. For an extra balance challenge, gaze to your right thumb. Changing your drishti will change your balance. Again, if you have your right leg extended, try to keep your right leg extended. It's helpful to grab onto the outside of your right foot rather than your thigh. It's going to be just a little bit easier. Notice any wobbles, anything that's happening with your ankle, your knee, or even your hips. Stand tall and exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Keep your right leg where it is. Unwind your spine first. Bend your right knee back and towards you if it's not already. Stand tall, lift up, and exhale, place your right foot back down onto the ground. Now you'll notice that your left ankle, your left leg is rather tired now, so switching over to the other side will feel good. Notice here if your left leg has really focused its work in a certain part of your body. Maybe your calf is working really hard, your quad or your hamstring. That'll just give you a little bit more information about what is firing really easily or what's not turning on either. Standing onto your right foot now, bring your left knee into your chest. Hug your left knee in, stand tall. Remember, your wall or your chair is there if you need it. Reminding yourself of what stability feels like, so that way when you get into a place of instability, your body automatically remembers. Stand tall, inhale, and exhale. If you're comfortable here, extend your leg. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Stay for your breath out. If your left leg is extended, try to keep it extended. Otherwise, you can come back to left knee bent, right hand to the outside of your left thigh, left arm open. Remember, stand tall. You're not rounding too far forward. Shoulder blades together and back, just like you found at the beginning of your practice. Inhale and exhale. You can grab hold of your left foot if you're comfortable. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to change your gaze if you haven't. One more breath in. Stay and twist on your breath out. Inhale, unwind your spine, come back to neutral, facing forward. And exhale, let your left leg lower down. Now shake out both of your legs. You might notice that one leg feels a little bit more tired after that standing first few poses. You might notice that your right leg is more tired than your left leg is more tired than your right. And again, this just gives you more information about your body. All of this practice is just finding out more information about our body. It's not good, it's not bad, it doesn't mean that we can't do something. It just indicates places that we need to work on, focus on, be more aware. We're gonna come to stand onto your left leg again. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then take your right hand onto your right shin and then open your right leg as much as you can. This is not a little booty twerk. We keep everything tucked in underneath. Right leg is opening from the hip socket. Lift tall through your chest. Inhale, bring your right leg to center. Exhale, open up your right leg to the right. Inhale, right leg to center. Exhale, open your right leg to the right. Inhale, right leg to center. Exhale, open your right leg to the right. And you might notice you can go a little bit further after a few times of that. Now bring your right leg to center. Extend out your right leg. Place your hands onto your hip or to your wall for stability. Hold your right leg up as high as you can, as much as you can. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Hug your right knee into your chest. Good job. And then bring your right heel towards your right sit bone. Grab hold of your right foot on top. Little quad stretch here. You want to place your right knee directly down. Pull up on the front of your quadricep. Draw your hip flexor up and in. And notice if you're kicking your booty out, again, draw your navel in, draw your sit bones down, and you'll feel a nice elongating stretch through the front of your thigh, the front of your hips flexor, and even into your psoas a little bit. Stand tall with your chest. Pull your foot in toward your hip. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, just lower your right foot down onto the ground. Same thing, other side. We're gonna bring the left leg in. Lift tall. Hug your knee in towards you. Take your right hand to your right hip or to your wall or chair, wherever you need. Inhale. Exhale, open up your left hip. Again, sit bones down, navel in. Inhale to center. Exhale, open up your left hip. Inhale to center. Exhale, open up. Inhale to center. Exhale, open up. One more time. Inhale to center. Exhale, open up. Bring your left leg to center. Extend your left leg out. Hold it there. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Stabilize your balance if you need to. Hold for 3. Lift your heel up for 2. Lift it up just a little bit more for 1. And then bring your left heel to your left sit bone. Bring your knees in line with each other. Grab hold of your left foot. Pull your foot in towards you as much as you can. Notice if you start to tilt forward, that's going to take the stretch out of the front of your body. So stand tall. Draw the front of your thigh up, your hip flexor, your navel, everything pulls in while your knee points down. And then curl your left heel towards your left sit bone. If your hamstring is strong, if you're working on strengthening your hamstring, this is also a really great place to play around and see how close can you hold your foot without your hand there. How close can you hold your foot, let it go, and then grab it. Good job. Let go of your left foot, shake out your legs, give yourself a little bit of a release there. Again, noticing what's working on your left side, what's working on your right side. Are there imbalances between the two sides? Is there something that you can identify to work on? For me personally, sometimes I'll feel my ankle on my right leg a little bit more. That's a weak point for me. I'll definitely feel it a lot more than my left ankle. It's something that I know that I need to work on, and it's something that helps me identify what's working in my body, what's not firing correctly, or what I could just give a little bit more love to. Come to stand onto your right foot one last time. Hug your left knee into your chest. You can use your wall for balance. And then this one's a little bit of trickier transition. You're going to bring your left foot back. Then we are going to tilt forward through the chest, the torso, and reach your right hand down onto the ground. Keep your left leg lifted, extend your left leg, and open up through your left side. That rotation that you felt into your right hip as we opened and closed, you're going to feel that same rotation here. Press down into the ball mound of your right big toe, press out through your left heel, and then open your chest up. For an extra balance challenge, you can gaze up to your left thumb. This one's rather tricky sometimes. If you notice that that gives you all the wobbles, gaze down. This is more grounding for your balance. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down. Keep your left leg lifted. Square your hips up so you drop your left hip down to meet your right, and then bend your left knee. Reach your right hand up to your left foot. You can bend your right knee in order to get this. And if you notice that your foot is just not there, don't worry about it. I'll show you a modification in a moment. Once you have your foot onto your hand, you're going to kick your foot back and open your chest up to the other side. Now, if that bind is not happening today, I actually want you to open up your left hip and then reach back and catch hold of your left foot. It's going to be a little bit more accessible for you. You're not going to twist from here, but pull your foot in toward you, and you're going to feel a nice opening across your thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, let go of your right hand and lower your left foot down to meet your right. Bend both knees. Remember, thigh to rib connection on your forward fold. Let your head fall. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Shake it out. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we started standing. Bring your left foot down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then bring your right heel towards your right sit bone. Catch hold of your right foot. If that helps you balance, you're going to start to take it down. Left hand down this time. Extend your right leg. And then external rotation in your left thigh, Your left leg is standing. Kick out through your right foot as if you were standing on it. And then gaze down for grounding. That'll help stabilize your balance. Or gaze up, challenge your balance, and that'll help you open up your chest just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down, square your hips off, lower your right hip down to meet your left, bend your right knee. And now we're going to reach left hand up to right foot. Again, if this is inaccessible today, you're going to open up your right hip again, and then your right foot will be right there. Pull your foot in toward you. If you can, keep your hips square as you have your foot, and then use this to kick open and open up your chest with a twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right foot down. Bend both knees. Thigh to rib connection. Release your low back. Weight is just a little bit more forward into the ball mounds of your feet. Let your head hang. Let your torso relax. And then you're going to sit yourself all the way down onto your mat. And one little seated posture that we're going to do. Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet together. With all that standing and bringing your knees in toward your chest, you might notice that your hip flexors did a lot of that work. A lot of the time, our hip flexors are not necessarily so tight as they are weak. And so feeling that sort of engagement is really good. It's a great benefit for walking, for standing, for running, anything that we do in our daily activity. We do want to give just a little bit of love there so that way you're not feeling that all the rest of the day or maybe even into tomorrow. But if you do notice that that's something that your body is starting to really focus on, notice if you're working your core in the same way that you're working your hip flexors. Are you working your quadriceps in the same way that you're working your hip flexors? Again, this is just information, more awareness of our body, and yoga is a practice of awareness. Soles of your feet together. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, round down. Soften your third eye down to the ground. Relax your shoulders. Don't worry about keeping anything tight or engaged here. Just let everything fall down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, come up. Take any comfortable seat for you. I like to bring my right foot on top of my left thigh. Sit tall. Open your chest. Soften your hips. Soften your hip flexors. Let your arms extend onto your knees. Your hands placed down. Close your eyes. And notice what that engagement brought to your legs, to your hips, to your lower body. Standing balancing postures are great for our stability, our sense of awareness of our root system. And adding these standing balancing postures into your practice or just into your life a couple times a week will bring more engagement to what you truly feel balanced in. What grounds you? What makes you feel safe and stable? Again, our practice is a practice of awareness, bringing kind awareness to our thoughts, our body, and to others. With a deep and gracious heart from mine to yours, I say Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be free and happy. Namaste.